So the last thing that I want to talk about is that starting at 4 weeks, my doctor has me starting on my vitamins. So that's today, and I just wanted to go over quickly what vitamins that I'm going to be taking. I'm not sure why he waits 4 weeks. I wonder if maybe my energy would have been better if I had started sooner, but we'll see, or at least started maybe like the B12 sooner. But okay. So the vitamins that I take include a bariatric multivitamin, and I think you don't have to use a bariatric multivitamin, but I knew this one for sure had everything that I needed in it, and it is chewable. So I got pretty much everything I got was chewable because I wasn't sure how I would tolerate pills. I think once these are gone, I'll probably move away from chewable for at least some of them, just because they don't taste very good, most of them. So this bariatric chewable is orange flavored, and it's not very tasty. So I probably won't be reordering this, and I'm not sure what brand I'll get. So I take that. Oh, you know what? I might actually keep using these because these are once a day, and most of the vitamins, multivitamins that have everything that we need are like at least twice a day. And there's so many other pills to take that I was like, just once a day, that's a huge bonus. So I don't know, maybe I'll suck it up and chew the gross orange stuff. So also I take calcium. So because of the sleeve, I have to be careful. I can't take calcium carbonate. It doesn't absorb properly. So I looked and found some calcium citrate chews. And so these are those. It's Bariatric Advantage. You can get them. There's tons of different brands that have them. These taste okay. They're not great, but this is raspberry flavored. And they also do have vitamin D3 in them. And they have 125 international units of vitamin D. So to me, that's not enough. I'll get to that in a second. So I'm supposed to get a 1,000 or 1,500 milligrams per day of calcium. Now I can't remember. Yeah, 1,500 milligrams of calcium per day. And I didn't realize that when I bought these, and they're 250 milligrams. But they're also 15 calories each, and I didn't want to chew 2 of them. So that'd be 90 extra calories a day just from, I don't know, like nothing with no nutritional value. So I ended up also getting these Berry Melts calcium. And so I have the Bariatric Advantage sugar-free calcium chews, 250 milligrams, and I have Berry Melts calcium. These are also 250 milligrams, but I got them as like a supplement, so I wouldn't have to do 2 chews. I could do 1 chew and then 1 of the chewable, or these kind of like melt in your mouth. What I didn't realize, and then I thought when these all run out, then I'll just go for the chewable ones because I could do 2 chewables. So that's no big deal. What I did not realize is that these are huge. So luckily they don't taste too bad, but I don't know if I want to eat 2 of them. So I think what I might do is they do make these berry melts in 500 milligrams, so I think I'll probably switch to the 500 milligram chews instead and do 3 of those a day. So it's a lot of work to get all the calcium in during the day. Vitamin D. So I don't personally think that 200 or 125 international units is enough. I say that though because I have had vitamin D deficiencies in the past, and fall is starting and there's going to be less sunlight. So I was, even before surgery, I was taking quite a bit of vitamin D every day anyways. So I also got this D3, and they melt in your mouth, and they're really small, and these actually don't taste bad, but they are, and they're apple flavored. But these have 5,000 international units. It sounds like a lot more. It is a lot more, but I have read that you need a lot, like way more than this, to like overdose on vitamin D. And there has been studies that have shown high doses of vitamin D can be helpful. So I'm sticking with these for now. There's 90 in here, and I take 1 a day. I probably will switch just to the gel capsules that I was taking before when these are gone, just because they're because I have them still, and I think those were 2,000 each, and I would take 2 a day. So that's what I'll switch to. Also B12. So B12, you can see I have written on there, it says odd days. If you do a B12 shot, it's like once a month. I think they do a nasal spray that lasts, I don't know, a couple weeks. But if you take the tablets, it's sublingual, which means that you put it under your tongue and you let it melt. And it's 1,000 milligrams, so I have to take it every other day. If it was 500 milligrams, I would take it every day. And then finally, I take biotin. So my surgeon recommended this to help prevent hair loss. I know there's mixed reviews, studies on whether or not it's helpful, but the surgeon recommended it, and I don't want my hair falling out. So I'm hoping that it'll help. He also recommended zinc. I haven't gotten it for the same thing. I have not gotten any of that yet, and I'm not sure if I will. I might just see how the biotin works first. So that's all of the vitamins that I'm taking now, and I have to spread them out specifically because like the multivitamin has iron in it, and you can't take that too close to the calcium, or the calcium doesn't absorb properly. So it's kind of a juggling act to fit all these in, and with not eating very much, it's hard. It's easy to get an upset stomach if you take too many pills at a time. So, one thing I didn't mention is that I'm also taking Synthroid for my underactive thyroid, Prilosec, which my doctor prescribes for my surgeon prescribes for 3 months after surgery for everyone. But I was actually taking it before surgery because I had a hiatal hernia and I had a lot of reflux. I haven't had any problems with reflux yet, but I've still been taking the Prilosec. So I don't know if it's made any difference. He did repair my hiatal hernia. I think at 3 months I will try going off the Prilosec and see how it goes and see if I have any reflux. And then I also take Wellbutrin. I've been taking that for depression for a very long time. It's something I don't talk about too much, but pretty open if you have any questions about it. And then Labetalol, which is my medicine from high blood pressure. And if my doctor saw this, I would be in a lot of trouble because I have not been taking it. That's the one medication that if I take it on an empty stomach, I get really sick. My stomach holds so little food that it's hard. I've taken it with food even, and it gives me a little bit of a stomach ache, so I'm just really nervous about taking it. I do have an at-home blood pressure monitoring cuff, and I took it the other night. Okay, sorry, my husband just walked in, and I wasn't expecting him home, so he kind of scared me a little bit. Anyway, so, but the measurement that I took on my self-blood pressure cuff was lower than it's been on medication. So my systolic was still a little high, but my diastolic, which has been historically very high, and like even on medicine it was like over 100, was 86. So that's really awesome because 90 is considered normal, but lower is better, obviously. And the fact that I've only lost 34 pounds and my blood pressure has already come down so much, and that's without medication, is really awesome. So that's all I have for today. Thank you for watching, and if you have any questions, feel free to email me, comment below, or find me on Pinterest or MyFitnessPal. And hopefully I hear from you soon, and I hope you're having a good journey. Bye.